Hey everybody, my name is Drew, and today I'm excited to introduce you to category quizzes. So this is a new enhancement to our sign-up forms that lets you kind of survey your contacts and have them, give you answers, and upon those answers and the results they give you, you can tell them that you fit into this category versus that category. It's sort of what like a common use case would be with personality types. So you can survey them on a bunch of different questions, and if they answer mainly in a particular type, which they can't know when they're giving the answers, if they give the most in personality A, for instance, then they'll be told at the end that they fit that category. You'll also be told as well when they submit. And what's really cool too is that you can have different things sent to them using conditional autoresponders based on the category that they fit into the most. And this is really simple to set up. So looking forward to showing you how exactly you can do this. So like I said, at the core of this is sign-up forms. So you get to sign-up forms by going in the left sidebar. You click on automation. Under lead capture, you click on sign-up forms. When you're looking at all of your sign-up forms, you can actually see what types of sign-up forms you have. For instance, I got one right here. It's called that is a category quiz. We're just going to make it completely from scratch though. So we're going to go to the create button in the upper right corner to create a new sign-up form. We're going to give this a name, say personality test, and then under choose a form type, you choose category quiz. You hit create. And if you've created sign-up forms in our system in the past, this page right here is going to be entirely new to you, which is the categories page. And this is where we're going to define our different category types. So in this case, I'm going to say personality A for one category, personality B for another category. Now, in this blue help box, you can see one thing that is important to know, which is that if there's a tie between two categories, the one that is ranked higher in these categories is going to be the one that wins. So if it's a 4-question quiz and they put 2 in A and 2 in B, well, in this case, A would win, but I don't want that to be the case. I can drag and drop this personality B up to the top. So next, we're going to go to fields. Now, I definitely recommend asking them for their email, since that is the unique identifier, so that these are people who you already have in your system. When they give the responses, it's not going to create a new contact record for them, but rather it will just merge everything with their existing contact record. It's a best practice across creating all sign-up forms. So, and then also, of course, you want to be able to email them their quiz results too. So we're going to get the email and then create field for form. So these fields that you are going to be collecting these or asking the quiz questions and collecting the responses, they need to be fields for form, and also they need to be either a pick list or a drop down. And the reason for that is because we need these in order for our system to know what response equals, say in our example, a personality A versus a personality B. Well, they need to be defined answers. We can't just be getting any random thing, because we wouldn't know what what that is attributed to. So dropdowns are going to be a single response. So it's like it's a multiple choice, but they can only select one or one variable. Pick lists, though, would be multi-choice, so then they can check multiple boxes for everything that applies to them. So we're going to do a dropdown field name. This is going to be the question that's posed to them. What's your favorite color? And under options, I'm going to say red. And you can see right here. So it's now we're going to be telling the system what personality type red is, what red is going to apply to, if it's going to be personality A or personality B. So there we go. And then I'm going to say blue for the next one, and we're going to say that that is for personality B. Save. And then I'm going to do a pick list just to be able to show you the difference as well. For this next one, where do you like to go on vacation? Beach, personality A, mountains for personality B. As you can see, this is all really quite simple and straightforward to put together. And we've actually basically got our quiz ready to go here. So I'm going to give you an example. Actually, you know what, before I do that, I'm going to also just show you these automations. Automations are going to be how you can make sure that people who fill this out get an email when they complete it. So we're going to put this under trigger automations when someone signs up, create automation for that, and we're going to say send email, choose the email template. I'm just going to pick a random email template that I've got. You'll need to make sure that you've made your email before you're setting up these automations. So if you haven't, you can go ahead and do that first, and then save automation. And then it's under here with the conditions where you can set conditions for if it's going to be, like, say, personality A that gets, email template A, and then personality B that gets email template B. I'm not going to go into all of that in this video because we have a separate video that talks about sign up form conditional autoresponders. So that's going to be linked in the help article, and you can check that out after you watch this video. And then also, there's a whole bunch of other stuff relating to sign-up forms that, again, I'm not going to talk about in this video because we have a separate help video that talks all about all these different tabs of sign-up forms. So if you need answers about all of that stuff, check out that video. And I'll be sure to link that in the Help Center article that this is also going to be included in too. But right now, what I've got is an email template. Because there's no conditions set to it, it's just going to respond regardless of what my results are. So let's take a look at our quiz. I hit this preview button and check it out. Very, very basic, but we've got our email, and drew@vectapod.com. And as you can see, as the person filling out this quiz, I do not know what response pertains to what personality type, but for this this drop-down field, as you can see, I can choose one. And then for this pick list value, I could select both of these if I wanted to. And then that would also work perfectly. Basically, like, the way that this all works is it's just a very, very basic score of 1 point per per answer in a different category. And so in this particular case, I would have this would be giving 1 point to personality B, as I think what that pertains to. And then also we have a second point for mountains, because I think that was also personality B. And then we get 1 point for this answer right here. So let's actually submit that, and I think it'll be personality B. There we go. Thanks for taking the quiz. Your category is personality B. And then this is also where those conditional autoresponders will really just take this to the next level, because I can hear that my phone buzzed with that autoresponder that I just got. And in that autoresponder that they receive, you can brand this and make it really really exciting for them getting their response. So just a few other things to show you really quickly here, because naturally you're going to be wondering, hey, how do I know what how do I track this as the admin? And so of course right here under signups, you can see the responses here, and I can see category result, personality B. So I can, of course, reach out to this person based on this. And also, I'll have gotten an email too, telling me all of this information. Hey, you got a new person signing up, and these are the answers that they gave. And those are going to be the main ways that you are able to track what the responses have been so far. All right, so I think that just about does it. And so, yeah, let us know if you have any questions at all about this. We're really excited about this latest enhancement to our sign-up forms. And yeah, happy marketing.